Freedom is coming. Have you captive? We're not slowing down. If your legs get tired, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Break chains of sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 53 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast and now west up the C&O Path, the Gap Trail, north to Erie, north to Niagara Falls, east across New York through Vermont and New Hampshire, back to the Atlantic coast of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself bound by addiction. So I'm here with Tom and Amy, and as you can see, we're in Washington, D.C. Yeah! So thank you guys so much for the wonderful weekend. Tom and Amy went so far out of their way to make sure that I was comfortable for my rest days, just restful nights. All the jalapeno-roni pizza. I'll insert a video after this of me actually being able to make a jalapeno-roni pizza at Fortunato's. Kayleen was wonderful. She taught me how to do it, and she said I did a wonderful job, but it was only because of her teaching. But then, Bob took us to play golf. Then we went out to dinner at Bob's restaurant. Like, so many good things. Thank you guys so much for everything that you did.
It was an honor just to be a blessing. He got the shirt, too, at the pizza place, so he's an official employee if he needs a job. So it's just been a blessing to be with you, Adam. Super excited. We'll continue to pray for you. God bless what you're doing, and bear fruit along the way, my friend. Love you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, we're going to ride together through the mall here, and then as far as they decide to go, we've only got 3-hour parking here. They've only got 3-hour parking, so it's not going to be long, but it's going to be good. Every minute will be fun. So let's go. This is my perfect pizza. Like, if I was to ever order a jalapeno, that's what I would want it to look like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a master, my friend.
It was my teacher.
That's awesome. Kayleen, #1 teacher. How does it look, Kayleen? Is it past the muster?
It is. Now, I can put it in the oven for you, but if you want to advance,
I'll try it.
okay.
Bring it,
It's
man.
ready. It's
That's
going to come off the peel.
full-on experience.
Like, set it in there, kind of a quick movement. Like, yeah, you're good. Perfect. She's in there.
How long will it take?
About 7-ish minutes.
All right, so got here with Bob Frankus and Tom Moen. Came down to Fortunato's Pizza, and Kayleen was kind enough to let me make my own pizza, as you saw from Tom's video. So yeah, she said I did really well, but it's only because of how great of a teacher she is, honestly. So yeah, I'm ready to dig in. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, dig in, enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got old Abe Lincoln beat on the beard. Sorry, Abe. All right, so we finished the mall. It was beautiful. A lot of those monuments were way bigger than I had ever been able to imagine in my mind. Seeing them in pictures and being there is just totally different. So made it to mile 0. This is mile 0 on the C&O Canal Towpath. It's a trail that goes from Washington, D.C. to Cumberland, Maryland. 185 miles, and then it connects to a trail from Cumberland, Maryland to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, called the Gap Trail, the Great Allegheny Passage. And so, yeah, here at the 0 mile mark, I've only got to do about 30 miles a day, roughly, because my wife is supposed to fly in at the beginning of June, and I've got to time it to where I'm there when she gets there. So yeah, I get to actually kind of take this easy. From what I understand, it's mostly this type of surface. It's going to be a crushed limestone, sometimes gravel path. I think some of it's paved. Again, I don't really know much about it, but I'm going to try and vlog most of the trail so that you can see what it's like. And if you came to the channel, you know, years later wanting to know info on the C&O Canal Path, here it is. It starts right here with mile 0. Let's go. All right, so we actually finally found the C&O. We started at that 0 mile marker, but it was really confusing how to start there, and there was a parking lot, and then it looked like a bike path, and then everything was really strange. But we found some stairs that came up, and so we were like, well, we got to go around the stairs. So we went up a hill and got to it, and as we started riding it, when we went to stop here, Amy fell, and like her gear ring on her bike, the chain ring, gouged her leg. She is definitely going to need stitches. So I was able to use that first aid kit for the first time, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Anyway, they're headed back now to the car so that they can go get her taken care of. And I'm headed up the trail now, which you'll see more of right about now. All right, so this is Fletcher's Cove right back here. Looks like they've got paddle boarding and all kinds of stuff over here. These cicadas are crazy. So this is the first time I've seen them on this ride so far, and they're everywhere. All over the trees, all over the ground, all over every blade of grass. They're just everywhere. Anyway, yeah, I ran into town because I needed to get a pizza, which you can see right here. Some Coca-Colas, my daily fluids, those kind of things. I didn't do my regular stop. And so went up to a place called, I think, Max, maybe Max Market, and met a guy named Ingo, and of all names, and I was like, I know an Ingo. I stayed with an Ingo in Chesapeake. He's like, another Ingo? I was like, yeah. Anyway, we talked for a little bit, and he was like just super interested in the fact that, you know, I'm riding as far as I'm riding. When I said, you know, from Key West, he's like, hang on, wait a second. You've rode from Key West to here? I said, actually, I rode up to Cape Cod and took a train back to here so I can do the C&O. He's like, you're doing the C&O. So anyway, we talked for quite a bit. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting back up onto the C&O now. Don't know how far I'm going to go today. It is now officially 12:30, and I have gone a total of 10.93 miles. 5 of that was in DC. And then if you're biking the C&O Canal Path, when you get to Fletcher's Cove, you can go a half-mile up to the main road. There's a CVS and a gas station. But then if you take a left, there's like a bunch of other stores and Max Market, all kind of places that way. I found a pizza place. So this is only like 3 miles onto the trail, but at that point you really have an option of all the things that you might need. It looks like after this it gets pretty sparse for a little while, so I will continue to kind of update on what I see as far as the map looks and all those kind of things. But either way, got to keep riding. Love you guys. See you later. All right, so I made it to the Swain's Lock hiker-biker campsite. I ended up getting one of the sites. I walked up or pushed the bicycle up, and there was a lady there named Tracy, and she was like, you know, I'm not staying here tonight, so you can have the campsite. And I was like, oh, thank you, because there were only 5 campsites, and all of them were full. So when she said that, I went ahead and put my tent up, and then a guy named Don rode through. And he's with the Park Service, a volunteer with the Park Service, and he was kind of like, hey, I like to talk to all the, you know, bikers that are doing the trail and hikers and stuff. And so I was kind of telling him what I was doing. He's like, that's a long way. And so then after I made my noodles, I sat there. Tracy invited me over. I sat down and talked with her, and they're actually on a essentially missions trip where they are sharing a church that's being built in the area and information on them. So really cool to meet them too. But I'm done for the day. I didn't go very far. I think I've got like 25 miles on the Garmin, but Swain's Lock is like 17.4 miles up the towpath. So I knocked out like 8 other miles around the way. But I was tired. I mean, I got up at like 4 o'clock this morning, and yeah, I was just tired. It's funny how a rest day will make you tired. Every time I have a rest day, like the next day on the bike, I'm like, Cool thing though is that the C&O Towpath has been amazing. Like every mile that I go, I'll see the mile marker and be like, I hadn't gone a mile yet. There's so much to look at and see and do, like this entire river, the Potomac that I'm riding up, that it's just like, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Lots of stunning views. I was trying to wrap my mind in, around how I'm going uphill with the water, especially coming just right out of DC, because it seemed like I went way high up before, it even got too far at all without passing a single lock. So I'm not quite sure how that works, but the water seemed level, and it's not really flowing. The canal isn't, the Potomac is. Anyway, I am done for the day. Got the tent set up. It looks like I might get some rain tonight, kind of a humidity type rain. It's just kind of thick. It's got that feel to it, So I've got the rain fly on standby. It's ready to go. I'm not going to put it up because I'm enjoying the temperature. It is much warmer, but it's been a shady bike path from all the tree coverage too, so that's been really nice, really nice. So I'm going to end it here for the day. If you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description. And I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. This is the REACCT tour, REACCT. I know I've left the Atlantic coast, but I'm going back. And I need you to react. I need you to like the videos. Comment on the videos on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the videos on your social media profile. All those things will go a long way in helping build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. And then don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I will leave a link to them in the description. You can go there. You can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. Or you can go back and watch the day 1 video from this series, the REACCT tour. So yeah, cellular connectivity looks good right here at the beginning. I've got like 3 bars of 4G, so hopefully I should be able to get this video out tonight. Don't know how that's going to change over the rest of the week. I'm not taking any zeros. Don't plan on it between here and the 4th. So if a video doesn't come out, I'll try to post on Facebook and say, hey, I do not have service. I'll get a video out as soon as I can. Either way, yeah, from here at the Swain's Lock Campground on the C&O Canal Towpath. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.